You might have heard the phrase essential workers. Everyone is essential. It means necessary. But right now we use this phrase to talk about workers who help keep our communities together, no matter what. People who keep our roads usable, people who move important supplies or food from one place to another, teachers, farm workers, supermarket workers, cooks. Look around and see. There are workers who every day are helping us be a community. Even when there's an emergency, they keep working. They are essential. And there are some workers who have to work even harder when there's an emergency. Like right now, you can think of firefighters or people who have to move and take care of animals in a fire. Some people have jobs to do those things. That means they get paid to do them. But whether or not you get paid for a job, our world needs workers. And think of all the things that have to be done in any day. Fruit to be harvested, animals to be fed, clothes to be washed and put away. Children need help with school. There are pictures that need to be drawn, songs that need to be written and sung. People have to tell stories. There are games to be played, people to be comforted. All the time, there is so much work to be done to make life healthy and good and beautiful. Even now, especially now during a pandemic, we still have to work at all of the things that make living with each other good. Jesus once told a story about this. It was a story about a vineyard, a place where grapes are grown. But the land for this vineyard was taken from everybody, and one guy tried to keep the whole thing for himself. Of course, the vineyard needs work to be done. And of course, this one guy can't do all the work on it by himself. That's impossible. So he hired workers to harvest the grapes. Not so that all of the workers could eat and drink and live, but so he could get the money for the grapes. At the end of the day, he paid the workers, but he paid them unfairly. Some of the workers said, "That's not right, don't pay us unfairly." But he said, "It's my vineyard and my money, so too bad." Then Jesus explained what that story meant. He said, "Sometimes what looks like winning is really losing. Being first, being the boss, getting all of the money. And some people think that looks like winning, but it makes everybody lose. Instead, what we need to do is focus on the things that make living with each other healthy and good and beautiful, especially for people who need the most help." Jesus said, take care of that first, and then all the other things we think we need to worry about can start to come together. So look around where you are. Maybe it's your house, maybe your street, maybe your neighborhood. What can you do to help make life healthy and good and beautiful for someone? If we don't know what that is, if we don't know what kind of help people need, maybe the first step is to get to know other people and get to know them well enough to know how to help. Maybe listen very carefully to the people who are asking for help or letting you know where and how things can be better. Because we're all essential. Every one of us is necessary to do the work that Jesus says to do to make life healthy and good and beautiful.